Hello, friends. This is Tony DeSant, space rocker of the planet Earth, back with another one of these videos again. Yes, in this month, we'll have this series of living a more carefree life. How to live a more carefree life. Become an entrepreneur, person in business for yourself, and eventually become financially free. Free away from a job, free away from a boss, free away to do whatever you want, when you want, with whomever you want. And we're going to continue for this month with this business topic. And today we was going to talk about entrepreneur, but the second part. Yesterday we was talking about entrepreneur, owner. Today's topic is going to be entrepreneur, technician. Entrepreneur, technician. Because an entrepreneur usually have three traits, three strengths, and that's leader, doer, owner, whatever you want to call it, entrepreneur, owner. Then he also needs, especially these days, entrepreneur, technician, because he has to have a notion of how to work the computer, the electronic gadgets, everything that's needed to run business these days. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. But he also needs to do a little bit of the dirty work, the hands-on, get under the table, get under the mud, that type of deal. That would be tomorrow's topic, entrepreneur, laborer, the laborer. But today's topic is entrepreneur, technician. And what do you mean by that, entrepreneur, technician, Tony? What do you mean by that? Okay, an entrepreneur, technician, is the one that figures out how the business is gonna run in the digital world. How the business is gonna get in front of people in the digital gadgets. Whether it is a computer, a phone, a tablet, even the TVs, the smart TVs that have all the apps, all that. You have all that amount of people to show your stuff, but you need somebody that knows how to present it, whether it's a website or social media, little clips, little videos, marketing that people pay for. In the beginning, usually you could do it for free. There's a bunch of social media that's still free, and you could post it whatever you want people to know about you. You can post it, and depending on the amount of people, that the amount of eyes that are looking at you. Now I'm talking about subscriber counts and being popular on social media and all that good stuff. All that helps, because if you extend your amount of people locally, your network and everything, that's usually not good enough, because especially when you have basically the world, the WWW, the World Wide Web, when you have the world to show it. Now, I understand that even though you go on the computer and everything, not too many people see you in the beginning. That's for sure. But you have to be tenacious, and you have to keep at it, and you have to be relentless. You cannot stop until people see what you got for them. And this is where the entrepreneur technician comes in. It's usually that person that you see around the office that's fixing everything. There's always one. There's always one that's a little more savvy than everybody else. And he usually shares what he knows, or she knows, but sometimes they don't, because they're too busy trying to get the thing running that's not running, and everybody's freaked out because the computer went down. So you know the people in the office like that. You know them. Those are not the water coolers talkers. Those are not the people hanging up by the water cooler. No, those are people that know a lot of computer, they know a lot of software, hardware. They know a lot about the computer. They know about technology. And they took it upon themselves to learn. And usually, in a big corporation, those are the people that are out the door in a few weeks sometimes, because everybody wants somebody like that. Everybody wants somebody with those kind of skills. But then again, if you're an entrepreneur, owner, and you took it upon yourself to learn those kind of skills, you can also be an entrepreneur technician and do it yourself. If not, find a way to do it. So usually, if you're an entrepreneur, you get into things running, you come into a fork on the road because you don't know how to technically keep going, then you could even find that out on the computer. You can find the information these days. Everything is there for you in the tip of your fingers. So there's no excuse for you not to be an entrepreneur technician. If you're not there yet, you can become one. You can do it, especially these days. And of course, I'm talking about the older generation, but some of them lag behind and they don't know how to work the computer. But because usually these days, you got the digital kids that I call. You know, everybody that was born probably in the 2000 and up was born with they learned to swipe before they learned to write, basically. And they were born in this digital age. And they don't know anything else. But that's good too. Now, do they use it? That's the question. Do they use it? Or are they just slacking around? Most of them are just slacking around. Playing video games. Nothing wrong with that. Don't get me wrong, okay? Nothing wrong with that. You have to have your fun. But, like I said, there's some kids right now, entrepreneurs, that are 13, 14 years old, that run around adults because they are very technical savvy. The entrepreneur technicians, and they know how to deal with that phone. They know how to deal with that tablet. They know how to deal with that computer. They know how to deal with that smart TV because they are smarter than the freaking TV. They don't watch TV. They work with the TV. So you get the point. If you're an entrepreneur, you have to know technology. There's no other way. Especially, we're in 2026. If you don't know the computer, if you don't know technology, you're done. So the lesson for today is you have to be an entrepreneur technician, not just an entrepreneur owner. You have to be an entrepreneur technician so that you can run things as well as lead the way. And with this one, I want to say hi to everybody. I want to say hi to all the people around the world that follow my music and follow my videos. I know who you are, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. This is Tony DeSan, space rocker of the planet Earth, still living in this beautiful planet called Earth today with the message of entrepreneur technician. You have to be one to get ahead and to eventually be financially free. I'll see you in my next video.